Hey everybody, today Rahdo runs down Mesozooic, which is a real-time slide puzzle game where 2 to 6 players are trying to build the best dinosaur park they can. And the way it works is, first we got to set up. Say we're playing a game with a purple and a red player. That means basically we have to create a deck out of all the red and purple iconed cards. Plus, in the regular game, you also throw in all the neutral cards. So the deck gets bigger and bigger the more players you've got. Then you take this deck and you shuffle it up real good, and everybody gets 11 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, the rest are out for this session. And we are now going to have a draft where, I take 2 cards and then hand the rest to my neighbor. They do the same, and we start trying to get the pieces together for our little park. For instance, right off the bat, I might say, hey, I'm going to try and specialize in these dino attractions. So I'll take the 2 of them and then hand the rest to my neighbor. And my neighbor might say, oh, this is nice. They're going to go on ahead and grab an upper and a lower enclosure because that'll work well, and then hand the rest to me. And then I'm looking around. Hey, I could keep on trying to focus on these dino enclosures because they could all be serviced by 1 truck maybe. Or, hey, here's a couple of monorails, and this one has a topiary. That might be good. I might want to grab a couple of those and then hand the rest off. And then my neighbor ends up taking a couple and handing the rest to me. And let's say we go like that back and forth until we've got our final deck of cards. Right. Now, this might not be the best drafted because I just went on ahead and stopped the draft halfway through. But after it's done, we take all these cards and we put them in a 4x3 grid. And end up with something looking like this. Here is the slide puzzle, folks. You'll notice the bottom right corner is empty, and now everybody's got one of these in front of them. They can take a good long look and try to figure out how they want to get things together. Like, I want to get this down here next to this so I can score some points. I want these monorails to be connected. And actually, they're pretty close. This is kind of nice. But I'd like to get this one down over here. And this truck, for it to score points, it needs to be adjacent to these so that the truck can drive the tourists out to those particular enclosures. So I look at it, and then when everybody says they're ready, you do a 3, 2, 1, go! And the 45-second sand timer is off and running. And honestly, I'm just kind of scared. I don't know if I mess with anything, but I got to get these together. And this truck, so if I were to say, oh, I don't know, go like this, and then this, and then this, and hey, now the truck is looking at that. And then if I come down here, oh, the truck's happy, it sees these things, but this monorail is all messed up now. Oh, no. If I come over here and move these guys, and then the truck, and so they're still looking good, and then this come back over here, and then, oh, hey, look at that monorail. That's pretty nice. And, yeah, in fact, I might be happy with that. I don't think there's much more. Actually, no. There is one more thing I could do. If I go like this and this, yeah, I think that's going to be my final answer, Alex. And just in time for the timer to run out. Now, once time is up, everybody, it's pencils down, no more sliding and shifting around. You take your card that represents you, you put it on the table as well, and now we score. And as you can see, we can score for completed enclosures, monorail connections, trucks that can get to encounters, attractions, and the topiaries. So, for my completed enclosures, I have none. Oh man, these 2 things did not get next to each other, so I missed out on 6 points for that. But let's check out the monorail. 4 points for every connection. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 4, that's 16 points. That's pretty nice. I got a topiary over here, so that's 17 points, and 2 points for every truck that can get to an attraction. So this is 2 points, this is 2 points, and this is 2 points. So 2, 4, 6, plus what was it? 16 over here is 22, 23 points. Not my best score, but not bad. And now what happens is everybody, the game actually comes with a little score sheet, so you can mark down how everybody did, and this is the first round. Now everybody takes their stuff, they shuffle it back up, everybody gets a new, we do the draft, and we do it again. We do it 3 times in total, and after we're done with the 3 times, everybody throws out their worst score, adds up the other 2, and then the final determines who wins the game. And that is the basics of Mesozooic. Although, if you're looking for something a little bit meatier, there are the advanced cards that have this little icon in the bottom right. What you do is, if you want to play with them, you take these neutral ones out that are a bit easier to deal with, and you throw in some of these. And these have all kinds of funky things. Like the T-Rex enclosures, well, they're worth 5 points apiece if they're in the center of the park, as opposed to these, these toy stands or food stands. They want to be on the outskirts to get 4 points apiece. The gates have to be on the top or the bottom, depending on which type of gate it is. And the hologram is interesting because it will emulate something that it's next to, so you can double down on stuff. So you can play with just the regular scoring or a combination of that plus the advanced scoring, and that is Mesozoic. This is a sharp little game, but going in, you gotta know it's all real time, and for a lot of people, that's gonna be a turnoff. There is a lot of pressure. The draft is pretty quick, nice and straightforward, but then once you throw all this out here, you got your 45 seconds to do the slide puzzle as best you can. Now, some people are not gonna like the real time. Some people are not gonna like the old style classic slide puzzle. But if you're a fan of slide puzzles or real time or drafting or dinosaur parks, Mesozoic has a fair bit to recommend. It's very solid, very well implemented, but I mean, hopefully just from this little rundown, you have a pretty good idea of whether it's going to be right for you. Spoiler, you really got to enjoy these kinds of slide puzzle things. And that is the rundown, folks, on Mesozoic. Thanks very much. Thanks very much for watching. Have a nice day. Talk to you later. So long. Bye-bye.